Bob, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Tom. I guess I speak on behalf of everyone. Thank you so much for all your advice. We really appreciate the show. I'll try to be brief here. I've got an apartment building over here that's 100 years old. Had a tenant in the upstairs unit putting cigarettes out on the deck and, throwing, cigarette butts everywhere. I gave them a 7-day notice to cure back on June 28th.
All right.
Back on June 28th. And last night, I get a call from another tenant that there's a flower pot on that deck on fire. And fortunately, the tenant went up and put the fire out. The tenant would not come to the door. I went up this morning and nailed the notice of 7 days to vacate.
Okay.
Do I need to do a 3-day notice also, Tom?
Bob, in your lease, does it say no smoking?
It does not.
Next time you may know better, right? To put no smoking in your lease, right?
Without question.
All right, so
Absolutely.
Bob, it's not like he's violated the lease because your lease did not say no smoking. So really what you're trying to evict him on is doing damage to your property. And when the tenant's default is minor, you must give him an opportunity to cure by a 7-day notice. You gave him a 7-day notice and said, look, you're doing damage to my property. You're putting your butts out on the deck. You're throwing your butts on the property. And then within 7 days later, he did it again, is what you're saying.
Actually, a month later.
Right.
It was last night.
So now you you can give him a 7-day notice to evict him. You do not have to give him an opportunity to cure this time.
Right.
And
right.
The 3-day notice, I think, is for non-payment of rent. I think it's a 7-day notice now. That is what you would use. It would give them 7 days to move out. And at the end of that 7 days, that's when you start the eviction process.
Gotcha. Okay, so I do not have to issue anything else other than what I have because I tacked the 7-day notice to vacate up today.
Yeah. So, Bob, I do want to let you know this, that Rob Solomon is the attorney at our office that does landlord-tenant work, and you are welcome to call Rob next week at our office and confirm what's going on. Plus, you'd want to show him those 7-day notices that you did, Bob. Now, Bob, out of curiosity, do you do your own evictions?
Yes.
Okay. So, Bob, it'd be worthwhile for you to run those 7-day notices by Rob just to make sure that they are proper because, if your notices are wrong, then the judge will throw you out of court even if the tenant doesn't show up. So, Bob, I invite you to reach out to Rob Solomon. He's the attorney in our office next week at 407-423-5561.